guys. Okay, so I did mine on does the media that children see influence their behavior and morals? And while I was thinking about what topic I should choose, I was reflecting on a film that I saw about Pixar and what they were doing to make a better movie. And as I looked back at one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, Finding Nemo, I saw that I was adapting the same characteristics as some of my favorite characters from that. So I was wondering, do we adapt to the things, to the media that we see as children? All right, so children's media today has evolved. It has become video games, movies, and the things that they see on the internet. They are more gravitated towards their screens. I read a book called Glow Kids, and it was talking about how screen addiction has changed the way that children think and do things. The author of that is a screen addiction specialist, and he claims that we are losing the psyche and soul of an entire generation through screen addiction. Okay, so what the opposing sides think. One side, they may not know it, but they are accepting the media today by adapting it into their parenting and the way that their children live their lives through just incorporating technology and pushing more media onto their children. The second one is the media does have an influence on children. The way that they think and the content inside of the media is influencing them specifically. Okay. All right, so for parents who are accepting the media, they are seeing this new evolution in technology and seeing that their children are being surrounded by the media today. So parents, like the ones from a article that I read about how children can benefit from the media, they are including like having family time with surfing the web, sort of. Okay. This is a quote from that website in that article. It says, "You can help your child get media benefits by being involved with your child and her use of media. For example, you can visit quality websites together, encourage your child to use educational software, and watch TV shows that offer extra learning opportunities." This article was talking about how you can strengthen their minds and their social abilities through accepting the media into their lives. And when parents adjust to the media, they put it around their family and are just accepting the state of technology today. So the side that says that the media is affecting children and the way that they think, they see that the content that children are absorbing and thinking about is changing their thought processes and the way that they think about specific topics. All right, so there's one thing called, I call it reflection, and then this is when a certain child will look at a specific character from a movie, like from this quote. Matthew, for example, had watched several Pirates of the Caribbean videos and decided to act just like Jack Sparrow. In the process, he knocked over a block structure that 3 children had worked on throughout the free play period. So children today are looking at these heroes from television shows and movies like Captain Jack Sparrow and adapting the way that they're thinking to these characters. All right. Okay, in a study conducted by the Child and Adolescent Mental Health Services, psychologists were examining children from ages 6 to 13 as they participated in a more violent video game. As they watched them, they saw higher levels of rage when they interacted with the children around them and when they were playing the video game, just by seeing their face and the way they were playing with others afterwards. This is a chart that shows the value that is being put on technology and media in schools today. So teachers are showing more value in laptops. They're saying that it is more essential and more valuable in the workplace by incorporating these types of devices into the classroom we are teaching them more with these tools. And this is a video from a TED Talk, and she talks about how the content inside of the things that children are watching can change the way that they think. Oh, sorry.
There's a young viewer of Sesame Street who once declared, "I know that Big Bird is not real. It's just a costume, and there's just a plain bird inside." So we know that kids are seeing things a little differently than we might be seeing them. But does that mean they're not learning anything from it? So it turns out that there's some really good studies on preschool TV that are showing us that yes, actually, children can learn from television at pretty young ages. But what we need to be looking at is the content on the screen. So we know from these studies that we really want to look for basically the same aspects we look for in a preschool teacher. We want to find someone on screen who's warm and engaging, someone who might repeat something a couple of times, because if you have children, you got to kind of say things more than once. You certainly want to give a chance, a pause, a chance for children to react to what they're seeing on the screen. You don't want any violence or aggression, because children, especially at very young ages, are going to imitate whatever they see.
All right. Okay, sorry. There we go. All right. So I think that the media that children are seeing, like the stuff they see in television shows, they adapt to these things that they see on the internet, the games that they play. They absorb this content and they really adapt it to their lives. Like she was saying in her TED Talk, the more violent media that children see, they are going to imitate those things because they are more dramatic and they stick out to children more. I think the solution to this problem is to have parents and people be careful about the content that they're showing kids, because the imitation that children are demonstrating through how they interact with others, they're really adapting to their minds and their thought processes to these outlets of media and the information that they absorb. All right, and that's my works cited.